Getting to know the artist behind a character or a piece of art that you love allows you to appreciate it in a whole new way.
After all, Mickey wouldn't be the mouse that we know and love without Walt Disney. Walt imbued Mickey with his sense of playfulness, warmth, and imagination, so by learning more about Walt, we learn more about his creation.
With that in mind, we wanted to know more about the artists who brought Lorcana the First Chapter to life. And so we asked them some very important questions. What sound or noise do you love?
I love a really good electric guitar solo.
Oh, the sound of coffee when it's being made, the little tss. Yeah, I love that.
When I'm like feeling kind of sluggish and like, oh man, like I just need like a good like hit of energy to just like jolt me out of this slump and like get me going, I put on, you know, something with like a crazy guitar solo, like a Queen song or Leonard Skinner or something like that, and then it's just like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to do this.
Sound noise that I love. Running water. The sound of running water, trickling water. And also the rain, like heavy rain outside or on the roof. Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine, yeah. I love that energy, and I feel like it, you know, gets into my work.
Actually, I go with a very cheesy one. I like the sound of my niece laughing when I like tickle her or like play with her. Like she has this very hearty laugh. She's 3 years old, by the way, and I think I love this sound when she's like happy, and so am I.
I love a good laugh. You know, I love hearing somebody genuinely belly laugh, even when it's like super awkward. But when you can tell they're a little bit out of control, that's the best sound.
I'm gonna be basic and say rain. Rain on a tent. When you're like camping in the woods and you feel rain on the tent is really nice. But I also really, really like bells, like tower bells. It sounds very religious, but I'm just from Italy, so they're everywhere. And it makes me feel at home, and I travel a lot, so every time I hear them, I know I'm like in a safe place.
I love bass. I think it comes from my dancing background, but if something has like bass, I really like it. Like, and it's just like the 808. It is nothing. It's the first thing that came to mind. So yeah, bass.
The sound of the wind hitting the leaves of the trees in the distance. I don't know why that sound really relaxes me so much. I feel like that's probably the best noise that I can think of right now, because I think it's just because I related to it the most, because when I was a kid, we were living in a house that had like so much trees behind in our backyard, and I think that tree always, every time there was like a lot of wind, that sound really relates me to my childhood when I was living in that house.
My microwave ring.
What sound or noise? You know the rock falling in the old Pink Panther cartoons? When it crushes against something, I love that sound. It's whenever the Pink Panther or someone in that character, like they push a big boulder, which are just replete in that universe, and it lands, the noise it makes when it lands. So, because I've tried to imitate that sound and I can't, but it's just so satisfying.
Piano or music box sound, because it make me feel like I'm at peace, relaxed, totally relaxed.
Yeah, I like cacophony. I like when many people is talking at the same time, like a place that is full of people and people like, it's mostly like in restaurants or something, like people are talking random things. And I think this kind of noise makes me focus the most. It's like the opposite of silence to me, but it makes me focus, like when many people talking at the same time. I think that's the noise I like.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Styrofoam. Styrofoam is the worst. Just like seeing it like makes me think of the sound that it makes when someone touches it, and it just makes me so squirmy and uncomfortable. Hate it.
Oh, I hate the one of like a pen over a glass, like the little. I hate that. I just hate very loud noises. very, very loud noises. Maybe like the planes about to take off. Those are kind of like, oh no, I can't take them.
Nails on a chalkboard. And it's not just on a chalkboard, but I would hear it when something scrapes on something else, and it still makes me.
I mean, it sounds a bit of a cliche, but the nails on the blackboard for sure, definitely. And noises like that, you know, even thinking about it makes me uncomfortable. And generally loud noises. I don't like loud noises. Don't know what that is, but it's just they annoy me.
The list is so long. I think any repetitive bass noise, like when I'm trying to sleep, like when I have neighbors that play the music too loud, it's not the music, it's the bass. Because the bass, usually what it does is it'll drown out everything except the bass, and so you just hear this rhythmic kind of like endlessly, you know. And a lot of bass lines are very similar. So.
Oh, I hate people snoring, like very loudly, or chewing noises, too loud chewing noises. I can't stand that.
I can answer this immediately. It's the rooster sound, because my neighbor, he has roosters, a lot of roosters, and they all, you know, they always ruin my morning.
My alarm clock.
Yep.
And the rooster not only scream in the morning, they also scream at night, so they just ruin my entire day, you know, sometimes. So yeah, it's because I'm traumatized by the rooster sound.
I also don't like, I just links to that, like anything like that's too high pitched. And it's not like human voices, it's more like a consistent. So I really hate, what is this? Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
I have to find and destroy if I hear that.
I am fighting my personal battle with carpenters at the moment. In Italy, or at least in my area, it seems like carpenters really enjoy to drill, like start drilling at 7:30 in the morning, just for half an hour. And then they don't need to drill for the rest of the day. So that is my pet peeve and the sound I like the least right now.
Fly. The sound of a fly, it's so horrible. Some flies are really annoying, like they know what they're doing. Yeah, I had nightmares with flies already. I really hate it. It really kills my vibe, I guess.
Sandpaper. Especially like nails or fingers across sandpaper, or sandpaper across just sandpaper. The sound of sandpaper. I've had to like leave rooms.
I think the sound of the metal cutlery just rubbing to each other, that sound just makes me cringe. Even when I was a kid, I think it was when I was a kid, don't know why, you know, like a knife and a fork, I just run. I just run away because it really makes me feel like very sick.